Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station. Hope all is well on this Sunday, late afternoon, early evening. We're coming to you with a title bout championship boxing what-if matchup between George Chuvalo and Earnie Shavers. And another episode of Battle of the Bangers. Matchmaker for this bout is Greg Gorecky. He came up with this match. Good friend of the channel. And as you can see, George Chuvalo had a record of 73 wins, 18 losses, 2 draws, and 64 knockouts. Earnie Shavers, 74 wins, 14 losses, 1 draw, and 68 knockouts. That's why they qualify for the Battle of the Bangers. Chuvalo is a slugger, and so is Earnie Shavers. Control factor of a 10 versus a slugger for Chuvalo, and Shavers has a control factor of a 9, so Chuvalo most likely will be able to control a little bit more of the bout than Earnie Shavers. Again, this is being simmed by Title Bout Championship Boxing, a computer boxing simulation game. I will have no effect in any of the strategies for either fighter. I'll just be calling the bout. Shavers has the advantage in power. Chuvalo has the advantage in endurance. Both fighters not really known for their defense, but Shavers gets hit a little less, and Shaver has slightly better hand speed. Tactical skills, both fighters are equal. It means they follow instructions from their corners and how they were trained and how the fight should be fought. Chuvalo's trainer is Freddie Brown, Cutman Whitey Bimstein. Earnie Shavers' trainer is Richie Giacchetti, Cutman Johnny Taco. The fight is taking place at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, Canada. Referee Carlos Padilla. The judges are Frank Brunetti, Artie Idala, and Rick Sowell. The ringside expert for Title Bout Boxing, Mike Hansen. The bout is scheduled for 15 rounds, heavyweights. Chuvalo fought some very good heavyweights. He fought Muhammad Ali twice. He lost to him. Fought Jimmy Ellis, Floyd Patterson, George Foreman, Joe Frazier. He lost to all of them. His biggest wins came over Jerry Quarry and Cleveland Williams. In the Jerry Corey fight, he was actually right about to be stopped when he dropped Corey. And if you watch, you can find the fight on YouTube. Corey lost track of the count and got up right at the count of 10. But it is a knockout, so that's one of Chuvalo's biggest wins. Earnie Shavers lost to Ali, Larry Holmes twice, Ron Lyle, and Jerry Corey. Shavers' biggest wins over Jimmy Ellis, Jimmy Young, and a huge knockout win over Ken Norton. So now let's move on to Battle of the Bangers. Round 1 coming up. Chuvalo will be on your left. Earnie Shavers will be on your right. Here's round 1. Action takes place in ring center. Not a lot of action right now. Chuvalo misses with a big left hook. Oh! Shavers counters with a big combination there. Chuvalo is rocked. Shavers trying to come with an advantage. Chuvalo digs to the body as Shavers comes forward. And now Shavers digs a couple of hard shots to the body and head. Chuvalo again counters with a left hook to the body. A big right hand by Earnie Shavers. Chuvalo seems to be hurt bad, but he counters with a right hand. 45 seconds left in round 1. Shavers nails him with a big left hook. The crowd is going wild here. They fall into a clinch. They break. And there is the bell. That was a big round for Earnie Shavers. I give that round to Shavers. He landed a lot of hard punches. He rocked Chuvalo. Chuvalo did land some good body shots, but Shavers took it right to Chuvalo, the hometown favorite here at the Maple Leaf Garden. And let's quickly go to the Chuvalo corner. No damage yet. And let's go over to the Earnie Shavers corner. No damage for him either, as Richie Giacchetti's giving him some strategy. Johnny Taco rubbing some grease on the face. Let's go to an unofficial scorecard. I gave that first round to Shavers. Title Belt Boxing unofficially gave it to Shavers, also 10-9. Let's move on to round 2. Let's see if Shavers can continue the punishment of George Chuvalo. Here's round 2. Chuvalo's first there with a good left hook. Shavers felt that punch. Chuvalo misses with an uppercut. Shavers looking to back away a little bit. Ah, Shavers counters with tremendous combinations there. And another left hook. Chuvalo backing up. He seems to be stunned by those blows. And now Chuvalo comes off the ropes with lefts and rights to the head and body, and now digs another body shot into Shavers' ribs. A right hand lands by Chuvalo. Now it's Shavers who's hurt. Another shot lands by Chuvalo. Good jab there by George, not known for his jab, but he lands a couple of good jabs there. 30 seconds left here in round 2. Misses with a winging left hook, Chuvalo does. Shavers counters that left hook with a big right hand, and now he gets countered by a huge right hand, and there's the bell. Lots of action here in round 2. That was a Chuvalo round. Shavers was stunned a couple of times. Chuvalo let his hands go a little bit better in that round. Let's go to the Chuvalo corner. Freddie Brown and Whitey Bimstein are encouraging Chuvalo, saying keep up the good work. No damage yet to Chuvalo. He does swell and cut, but none such things have happened yet. On to the Shavers corner. Shavers still, even though he took a battering in that round, took a lot of punishment, no damage to him. Richie Giacchetti saying, be first, be first. So I gave the second round to George Chuvalo. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of Title Belt Boxing. They also gave it to George Chuvalo. We have it one round apiece in points 19-19. Move on to round 3 here. Here we go to round 3. Who's going to be first here? Shavers misses with a punch. And he's countered a big right hand by Chuvalo. Shavers almost touched the canvas there. Shavers tries to lunge back with a looping right hand, but again is countered by Chuvalo. Shavers seems to be in. He's hurt! Shavers is hurt! A big uppercut by Chuvalo and shots to the body. Now Chuvalo letting his hands go. Shavers counters with a booming right hand that stops Chuvalo in his tracks. And now digs a left hook to the body. This round is evened up. About a minute to go here in round 3. Both fighters throwing haymakers. They fall into a clinch, and now they break. 36 seconds left in round 3. A lot of big punches being thrown. Both fighters missed there. And now Chuvalo lands to the head and body. And again, a left hook to the head, and there's the bell. Chuvalo took the round at the end with a couple of very violent flurries of punches to the head and body, ending it with a big left hook to Shavers' head. A lot of excitement in the crowd here at Maple Leaf Garden. Let's go to Chuvalo's corner. Freddie Brown and Whitey Bimstein are very encouraged what they have seen so far, and also how there's no damage yet to George Chuvalo's face, which in itself is a miracle. Move over to the Shavers' corner. They seem a bit more concerned. It's 2 rounds where Shavers really got hit hard. Richie Cicchetti saying, be first, be first. So I gave round 3 to Chuvalo. I have it 2 rounds to 1 for George Chuvalo. Let's check the unofficial scoring. They also gave round 3 to George Chuvalo. In points, Title Bout Boxing unofficial score has it Chuvalo 29, Shavers 28. Let's move on to round 4. Scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division in this Battle of the Bangers. Matchmaker Greg Gorecky, brought to you by What If Promotions. An Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel special. Here we go, round 4. Who's going to be first? It's a couple of quick jabs and then a hook by Chuvalo. Shavers comes back with a hook to the head. Chuvalo counters with a right hand. Back and forth we go here. Shavers misses with a big left hook. Both fighters looking to load up right now. Not a lot of action. And there! Chuvalo is first and lands. Again, big combination to the head and body by George Chuvalo. Shavers seems shaken by those blows. Misses with those jabs. Huge countering left hook by Shavers. Chuvalo starts to reel backward. Shavers comes forward. A big right hand by Earnie Shavers. Chuvalo absorbing tremendous punishment here. Comes back with a couple of pecking jabs, and there's the bell. I'm going to give that close round to Earnie Shavers. A couple of really big shots there towards the end of that close round. Chuvalo's there to be hit. Shavers has to let his hands go. And he did in that round. Let's go to the Chuvalo corner. Still no damage. That's got to give George some encouragement there. No marks, no abrasions, no swelling as of yet. Freddie Brown and Whitey Bimstein seem happy in the Chuvalo corner. They know they don't have a defensive whiz in there. And he has been letting his hands go, and he's been hitting Earnie Shavers. Now onto the Shavers corner. They were happy with what they saw towards the end of the round, but Richie Cicchetti's telling Shavers he needs more of that, more often, and earlier in the rounds. Let's go to the unofficial scoring for Title Bout Championship Boxing. And they gave the round to Chuvalo, so where I have it 2 rounds even, they have it 3 rounds to 1 for Chuvalo, and in points 39-37. On to round number 5. Here we go. Both fighters off their stool, and Chuvalo is the first fighter once again landing good punches to the head and body. They fall into a clinch, and now they break. Chuvalo trying to muscle his way inside, and Shavers is obliging him. Chuvalo misses with that shot. And he's countered by a big right hand by Shavers. He's stunned by that, but Chuvalo has his iron steel chin. The follow-up punches are missed by Shavers. Both fighters on the inside trying to let their hands go. A lot of mauling and brawling right now. Referee breaks them. 50 seconds to go here in round 5. Very close round. Good left hook by Chuvalo on the inside. And now both fighters let their hands go. Chuvalo got the better of it on the inside. Oh, huge left hand! Staggers Chuvalo. Shavers moves forward, but the bell rings. Bad break there for Shavers. I don't know what kept Chuvalo up after that tremendous left hook by Earnie Shavers. That's a Shavers round. So I have Shavers up by 1 round. 3 rounds to 2 unofficially. Let's go to the Chuvalo corner. Still no damage to George. His head, he's in good shape still. No damage. Freddie Brown telling him to work the body more. The stamina's in your favor. Work the body. Wear down Shavers. Shavers does tend to tire as the fight goes on. But right in the last round, George didn't really invest too much to the body. Let's go over to Earnie Shavers' corner. No damage, no swelling, no abrasions, bumps or bruises on Shavers' face either. Richie Giacchetti liked what he saw, wants to see more of it. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard by Title Belt Championship Boxing. They gave round 5 to Shavers. They have Chuvalo ahead 3 rounds to 2, where I have Shavers ahead 3 rounds to 2. Unofficial scoring in points by Title Belt Championship Boxing. 48-47 has been a very good fight. The crowd here at Maple Leaf Garden is abuzz. Let's move on to round 6. Neither fighter, though they've both been staggered, have not touched the canvas. Round 6. Will Chuvalo be first once again? Both fighters looking at it. He is! Oh, a big left hook to the head and body. Shavers is stunned by that. Shavers seems to be backing up. Shavers counters with a big right hand, though. Another big right hand by Shavers. Chuvalo backed into a corner. Shavers coming on. Lands another good little combination by Earnie. Minute 30 to go. The fighters clinch. Referee breaks them. Oh, a big left right to the head and body by Earnie Shavers. Chuvalo grabs onto him. They break. Another good body shot there by Shavers. 50 seconds to go here in round 6. They fall into a clinch. Now they break again. 35 seconds here. Big round for Earnie Shavers. Chuvalo comes back with a 1-2-3. Shavers counters with a 1-2. Still a Shavers round. Oh, good left hook at the bell. Big round for Earnie Shavers. Chuvalo, who seems to have the better stamina, we're told, really didn't do much of anything in that round except take punishment. Big round for Earnie Shavers there. Let's go to the Chuvalo corner. They're none too happy. Freddie Brown is admonishing his fighter in the corner, saying, "What the hell are you doing? If I wanted a punching bag, I would have brought one." All the punishment Chuvalo has taken so far through 6 rounds. No abrasions, no swelling of any significance, no cuts. So that's the good news out of the Chuvalo corner. The bad news is he just got pummeled in round 6. Let's go over to the Earnie Shavers corner where they're much more happy. Giacchetti's saying, more of that, and we can go home early. Again, both fighters have taken a lot of punishment, but Shavers has no abrasions, cuts, or swelling of any significance yet. So that's also good news from the Shavers corner. Let's go to the unofficial Title Belt Championship Boxing scorecard. And they have it all even after 6 rounds, 3 rounds apiece. 57-57. I have it 4 rounds to 2 for Earnie Shavers. On to round 7. Can Chuvalo rebound after really not a good round 6? Can Shavers, who has a habit of tiring in fights, maintain that pace that he had in round 6? We shall find out. Here's round number 7. There's the bell for 7. Both fighters off their stool and come forward. Again, they're going to fight on the inside here, and Chuvalo is first with a combination to the head and body. Backing up Shavers. Shavers misses with a left hook. Somehow Chuvalo was able to avoid that. Shavers looking to load up, but he gets caught to the body. Good left hook to the body, then the head. Shavers grabs on. The referee breaks them. Chuvalo continues to come forward, backing Shavers up. Shavers misses with a left hook. Chuvalo counters with a 1-2. Good punches there by George Chuvalo. 55 seconds to go, and a good countering shot by Shavers. That stuns Chuvalo. He starts to back up. Shavers starts to come forward. Shavers again lands a good 1-2. A big left hook. Chuvalo is on Queer Street. Misses with a countering left hook. There's the bell. So what was a big start for Chuvalo did not end well. Earnie Shavers came on like gangbusters at the end, and in my opinion stole around. A lot of big punches there by Earnie Shavers at the end of the 7th, as both fighters went toe-to-toe, Billy Goat to Billy Goat, head-to-head. First Chuvalo driving Shavers back, then Shavers towards the end of the round driving Chuvalo back. Great action here at Maple Leaf Garden tonight. We go to the Chuvalo corner. Still, no abrasions, cuts, swelling at all. That's a miracle. Freddie Brown is saying you just got to let your hands go. We're going to wear this guy down. Freddie Brown keeps saying it. Work to the body more. They know that Shavers tires late in fights. Now we move over to the Earnie Shavers corner. Richie Giacchetti liked what he's seeing. He likes what he's seeing. He just wants more of it, he says. Keep up the good work. Again, neither one of these fighters are defensive specialists or ballerinas in there. They're sluggers. That's why they're here in Battle of the Bangers. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard. I gave that round to Shavers. Title Belt Championship Boxing scorecard also gives that round to Earnie Shavers. They now have him up by 2 rounds. And in points, Chuvalo 66, by 1 round. In points, Chuvalo 66, Shavers 67. I have Shavers up 3 rounds now. I have him up 5-2. I gave a couple of close rounds to Shavers. But this fight can go anywhere. Let's see. Let's quickly go to the traits for Earnie Shavers. And his endurance, as you can see here, his endurance is pretty much gone. So this is in the bout where Chuvalo and his team want to take advantage here. Because Shavers is tiring. Let's look at Chuvalo's traits. See, Chuvalo still has his endurance. So Chuvalo has to take advantage here. Both men still have their punching power. Let's go back to the corner view. Hello, Daniel Admin. How are you, my friend? Alright, we move on to round 8. Very exciting fight here in Battle of the Bangers. There's the bell for round 8. Both fighters off their stool. And they're both going for a KO here. And Shavers wants to end this fight now. Lands a huge left hook. Now another left hand to the body and head by Shavers. Chuvalo is backing up. He felt those punches. Shavers moves forward. Chuvalo wings a hook. Misses Shavers. Shavers pops Chuvalo with a couple of jabs. Now they fall into a clinch. They break. Minute 30 here to go. Chuvalo misses with a big right hand. Shavers again comes forward as he's looking to load up and take Chuvalo out. He blocks those punches there by Chuvalo. Good defense by Earnie Shavers. Not known for his defense. Blocks another punch. Chuvalo is just winging punches as he seems the tired of the two fighters. 38 seconds to go here. And now a huge right hand by Chuvalo on Shavers' chin. And he staggers back towards the rope. Grabs onto Chuvalo. 11 seconds left. Is there enough time for Chuvalo to follow up? No! He misses a right hand at the bell. So even though Shavers was badly stunned at the end of round 8, he dominated for almost the whole round, so it was a big Shavers round, but he was badly hurt at the end of round 8. Let's go to the Chuvalo corner, where they're none too happy with the performance of their fighter in round 8, except for that big haymaking right hand that caught Shavers on the chin and staggered him backwards. Still, no damage or swelling of any concern on Chuvalo's face. Freddie Brown is exhorting his fighter to just go forward and bang the body. Let's go to the Earnie Shavers corner here. Richie Giacchetti, they're trying to revive Shavers as he was really rocked right towards the end of round 8, even though he dominated the majority of the action. Water being poured on Shavers' head. We have a good friend of the channel, Daniel Admin, in the chat. I asked him how he was doing. He says, okay. I always like to hear that. Excellent. I'm glad he's doing okay. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard for Title Bout Championship Boxing. And that was another Shavers round. So they now have Shavers up by 2 points over Chuvalo, 77-75. I have Shavers in rounds by I have him up 6-2, so I have Shavers up 4 rounds. I gave a couple of close rounds once again to Earnie Shavers. They could have went either way. Let's check out Shavers' traits here. Hanging on to that slight endurance. He got a little revitalization from the punishment, a big round he had, but again, tagged at the end of round 8. Chuvalo's starting to run out of steam, and that's worrisome if you're a Chuvalo fan. We move on to round 9. And round 9, both fighters off their stool. Who will be first in throwing their punches? And it is Chuvalo! A left-handed combination to the head and body rocks Shavers. Both fighters again, Billy Goat to Billy Goat, winging punches toe-to-toe. Shavers nails Chuvalo. Chuvalo backs up a couple of steps. Shavers goes to the head and body. Shavers is being quicker with his hands at the moment. Chuvalo ties up, they break. Minute 40 to go here in round number 9. Toe-to-toe they go, both fighters missing with those combinations. They're both looking to load up and land big punches and go home. A huge uppercut by Shavers, rocks and snaps the head back of Chuvalo. Another one, Chuvalo backs up. Shavers moving forward, looking for the kill. 40 seconds to go here in round number 9. Chuvalo somehow miraculously blocks that big right hand. Ducks under another left hook, 15 seconds to go. Both fighters tie up, they break. Shavers lands another thudding shot to Chuvalo's chin. He buckles but does not go down. Holy cow, what a huge round for Earnie Shavers. Wow. Daniel Admin in chat asks how I am. I'm good. And he asks, do you remember Shavers versus Ali? I was very young, but yes. And I've watched that fight several times over on YouTube. They had actually open scoring where they would give you I'm almost positive they would give you the score after each round. So, all right, let's quickly go. And thank you very much, Daniel, for jumping in the chat and sharing some time with me. I greatly appreciate that. Let's go to the Chuvalo corner now. And they are just dumbfounded. They thought this part of the fight would be Chuvalo's to steamroll Shavers, and how wrong have they been? And again, Freddie Brown admonishing his fighter, scolding his fighter, yelling at his fighter, pleading with his fighter to come on, George, come on. All the punishment Chuvalo's taken, though, no swelling, no cuts, no abrasions yet of any significance. I mean, there is some puffiness around his face, but nothing horrible, which is the only good news coming out of the Chuvalo corner. Let's move over to the Earnie Shavers corner here. They were ecstatic as they feel Shavers is right about to take out George Chuvalo, and that would be a big, big, big notch on Shavers' belt. Not many men took out George Chuvalo. Richie Giacchetti is Continue the good work. Let's go. Let your hands go. You can get him out of here. But even with those good round Shavers, you can see he is very tired. He's exerted a lot of energy. And Chuvalo's still standing. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard by Title Block Championship Boxing. Shavers is now up by 3 points over Chuvalo, 87-84. I have it after 9 rounds, 7-2 Shavers. We will move on to round number 10. There's the bell. Both fighters off their stool, move towards each other again. Chuvalo counters Shavers. He's trying to load up. That was a good shot there by Chuvalo. Chuvalo just looking to back up and counter at the moment. Shavers comes back with a couple of jabs. Another quick combination by Shavers. Wide but quick. But a big countering right hand by Chuvalo. And he misses with another right hand. Shavers is stunned but comes back with a good 1-2 combination. Fairly even round here with 1:15 to go. Chuvalo missed with those punches. They fall into a clinch, a minute to go here in round number 10. A good shot there by Chuvalo, left to the body and head. They fall into a clinch, 30 seconds to go in round 10. They fall into another clinch, the referee separates them. Little boos coming from the crowd now, and there's the bell! Shavers missed a huge left hook at the bell. That's a pretty good comeback round for George Chuvalo, as he actually did not come forward. Shavers was looking to load up and take Chuvalo out. Chuvalo would take these little baby steps back, looking to counter Shavers, and I think he did enough to win that round. Let's go to the Chuvalo corner. Still no abrasions, swelling, or cuts of any significance. Freddie Brown was happier with what his fighter did. And Chuvalo looked to counter Shavers in that round. He had some slight success, and I felt won the round. Over to the Earnie Shavers corner. Richie Giacchetti did not like what he saw in that round. He saw his fighter didn't get hit much, but he was countered with some solid shots. And now Shavers seems to begin to start to tire. Unofficial Title Bout Championship Boxing scorecard. They did give that round to Chuvalo. They have Shavers ahead by 2 points, 96-94. I also gave that round to Chuvalo. I have it 7-3 for Shavers. I gave Shavers some close rounds early in the fight. We move on to round number 11 in this Battle of the Bangers. No one has touched the canvas yet, but both fighters have been rocked. Shavers' endurance, again, he's going to need some sort of second wind here. As you can see, it's all but gone. Back to the corner view for Earnie Shavers. See Chuvalo. Chuvalo's endurance is pretty much gone also. So who's going to dig down deeper? We shall find out. On to round 11. Both fighters come out right at each other. They grab each other. Now they break. They're looking to load up. Chuvalo's first with a big left hand. He misses. Countered by a 1-2 by Shavers. Another 1-2 by Shavers. Shavers just scoring. A big right hand misses by Chuvalo. And he's countered by a good left hook by Earnie Shavers. Shavers landing, trying to land. Nice little left hook on the inside. Both fighters going back and forth. Shavers getting the better of it. Chuvalo seems to be the one who's tiring. Shavers again coming forward, looking to load up. And he does land some big thudding punches to Chuvalo's head. Chuvalo backing up, misses a wide looping right hand. 20 seconds to go. Chuvalo's caught again with a 1-2. Again with a big left hook. It's been all Earnie Shavers this round, and there's the bell. As Shavers had Chuvalo pinned on the ropes and was pounding away. A huge round for Earnie Shavers in round number 11. On my scorecard, Shavers has taken a commanding lead on the points in rounds. Go to the Chuvalo corner, and they are deeply concerned. Freddie Brown trying his best to motivate George Chuvalo. as Chuvalo just absorbed punishment blow after punishing blow. But for all that punishment, it is amazing there is still no significant damage to George Chuvalo. On to the Earnie Shavers corner. Shavers, the one who they say tires, has been fighting better here in the later rounds. He has also no significant damage to his eyes or face. I mean, both fighters have some slight abrasions. I mean, they've been pounding the bejesus out of each other. Shavers more often than Chuvalo. Richie Giacchetti very happy. He's wondering what's holding up Chuvalo. Chuvalo has a steel chin. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard for Title Belt Championship Boxing. Round 11 they gave to Earnie Shavers. They now have Shavers up 106-103 in points. I have Shavers up in rounds 8-3. We move on to round 12 of a scheduled 15-round heavyweight fight, Battle of the Bangers. And it's been action-packed here at Maple Leaf Garden in Canada. Round 12, both fighters off their stool, head right to each other. Chuvalo's first, the quick 1-2, not much on it. They fall into a clinch, now they break. Both fighters again looking to load up as they come forward, and Shavers lands a left to the head and body. Misses with that left hook. Chuvalo misses with a left hook. Both fighters throwing but not landing. Good countering shot there by Chuvalo, but he misses with the follow-up punches. Shavers counter misses. Now Chuvalo lets his hands go and he stuns Shavers. Another big shot by Shavers. Shavers is starting to move backwards. Chuvalo's starting to move forward. Missing with those follow-up punches with George Chuvalo, but he lands those. Shavers continues to back up. Chuvalo continues to stack, misses with a big right hand, and there's the bell. Another good right hand at the bell by Chuvalo. Whatever they told him in the corner worked. He came out strong in round number 12, George Chuvalo. He's got to turn this fight around here. Freddie Brown says, that's what you have to do, son. Keep up that pace and punching accuracy, George. Again, no abrasions, swelling, cuts of any significance to Chuvalo. It's probably the only fight he's ever been in where he doesn't have a multitude of facial issues. Again, some slight swelling, but that's it. On to the Shavers corner. Richie Giacchetti trying to revive Earnie Shavers as he slumped on the stool. Took a lot of punishment after having some really good rounds, and he has swelling on his left eye that Johnny Taco's working on. Very slight swelling, but it's the first significant damage of any kind to either fighter. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard from Title Bout Championship Boxing. They gave that round 12 to George Chuvalo, as I did. And now Shavers is up by 2 points, 115-113. In rounds for me, I have it 8-4 for Shavers. Again, I gave 2 close rounds early in the fight to Shavers. Let's check out their traits. Chuvalo, pretty much on fumes now. His endurance is gone. Control factor still there. Check out. Same thing with Earnie Shavers. So who can dig down more? That's what we'll find out. Shavers seems at the moment the more exhausted and tired of both fighters. Back to the corner view for both fighters as we move on to the hard luck rounds. Rounds 13, 14, and 15. The crowd here at Maple Leaf Garden is enjoying this slugfest. Here we go, round 13. There's the bell. Both fighters going right at each other. Now Chuvalo backs away as he gets hit with a good combination. Tries to counter with a jab that Shaver blocks. Shaver's moving forward. Shaver walks into a good countering left hook that stunned him. But again, Chuvalo moves back, looking to counter Earnie Shavers. Shavers trying to work behind the jab. Now they fall into a clinch. Minute 30 to go here in round 13. They fall into another clinch. Working on the inside. Referee breaks them. Not much action here. Both fighters are very tired. 55 seconds to go. Again, a lot of wrestling and mauling here in round 13. 30 seconds to go. And Shavers lands a good right hand on the inside. Chuvalo still trying to counter. Shavers digs to the body hard. And there's the bell. Shavers missed with that punch at the bell, but Shavers came on at the end of that round, scored a couple of good combinations to the head and body, and took round number 13. Chuvalo pretty much landed an early combination and then tried to counter. A lot of mauling and brawling in that round, a lot of tying up. Let's go to the Chuvalo corner. They're none too happy with that tactic of George Chuvalo. As they're telling him, you need a knockout to win, George. You need a knockout to win. Over to the Shavers corner. Shavers' swelling on the left eye has gotten worse. It's now up to 7%. Johnny Takio feverishly working on it, but I don't think it's going to hamper him too much with 2 rounds to go here, rounds 14 and 15. And their big concern is, how can we get Earnie Shavers through these last 6 minutes of fighting? Because Shavers is ahead on points, and if there's no knockdowns or knockouts, I believe he will be the winner. Let's go to the unofficial scorecard of Title Bout Championship Boxing. Round 13 was given to Earnie Shavers. He now has a 3-point lead over George Chuvalo unofficially from Title Bout Championship Boxing. 125 to 122 with 2 rounds to go. I have it 9 rounds to 4 for Shavers. Both fighters are exhausted, though Shavers he's dug down. He has dug down and come back. Let's see if he can keep it up for the last 2 rounds. Here's round 14. There's the bell. Both fighters off their stool and go ahead right at each other, looking to load up. Chuvalo misses with those big punches, but Shavers doesn't. Good countering combination by Earnie Shavers. And now Chuvalo comes right back with a huge combination of the head and body as they stand toe-to-toe throwing punches. Both fighters missing. Chuvalo misses again with some big punches. Now he digs to the body and head, and Shavers is stunned. Chuvalo moving forward, and again backing Shavers up with combinations in the head and body. The left hook being his primary weapon. Another huge left uppercut to Chuvalo's head. To Shavers' head. A left hook. Chuvalo going all out to take Shavers out. Shavers is backing up. Big left hook misses by Chuvalo. Another huge combination by Chuvalo. Shavers on the rope. Chuvalo trying to pour it on. Misses with a left hook there. 20 seconds to go. Referee Padilla's looking quickly. Again, big combination, snapping Shavers' head back, and that's it! The fight is over! The fight is over! With only a second to go here in round 14, Shavers trapped helplessly against the rope. Chuvalo snapping his head back over and over again with punches. Padilla, the referee, jumps in and stops the fight. Chuvalo, the winner by TKO in round 14. What a comeback victory for George Chuvalo. Shavers never left his feet, but what a battering he took. As they bring him back to his corner, he is exhausted. Unbelievable fight. The crowd is going wild here in Toronto at Maple Leaf Garden. Unbelievable. George Chuvalo pulled off a Jake LaMotta and just poured it on to come out of nowhere to win this fight. As he looked all but done in the past few rounds, very tired, but punch after punch, forcing Shavers against the ropes, snapping his head back on several occasions, and right before the bell to end round 14, Carlos Padilla jumps in and saves Earnie Shavers from any further damage. Now, some fight fans might say, wow, it was only a second left in that round, but Carlos Padilla, I mean, I know he hears the 10-second when they go boom, 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 but he is worried about the fighters there, and there was no complaint from Earnie Shavers when his fight was stopped. He's in his corner, the doctor's taking a look at him. Chuvalo, hands raised, waving to the crowd. They're happy. Their hometown boy won. Let's get the official announcement from Jimmy Lennon.
The judges' votes are in, and here, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner.
So, George Chuvalo, the winner by TKO in the 14th round. Unbelievable fight. A lot of big punches at the end as Chuvalo comes out of nowhere as he was behind on the scorecards and he looked all but done. George Chuvalo reaches down. Shavers was tiring, as you could see, but he showed a lot of fortitude, winning a lot of those. He was ahead. I had Shavers way ahead in the fight. The unofficial scoring of Title Bout Championship Boxing had him ahead by 3 points with 2 rounds to go. I had him up by more than that, as I gave Shavers some of the earlier close rounds. But Chuvalo just reached down and just battered Earnie Shavers into submission on the ropes, leaving no choice but for referee Carlos Padilla to jump in and stop the fight. Let's update their records. As Chuvalo now goes to 74 wins, 18 losses, 2 draws, and 65 knockouts. Earnie Shavers falls to 74, 15, 1 draw, and 68 knockouts. That was a tremendous fight, folks. Unbelievable. Hello, Elin in the chat. How are you, my friend? Just doing a little Title Bout Championship Boxing simulation. Let's go to the scorecards. I don't think you'll be able to see this. Oh, it might pop up. Let's see if this pops up. I'm hoping it pops up. I can see it. So, Frank Brunetti of the United States, going into the 14th round, had Earnie Shavers up by 3 points. It does pop up. That's excellent. Artie Idella of the United States also had Earnie Shavers up by 3 points. And Rick Saul of Canada had Earnie Shavers up by 3 points. So all 3 judges had Earnie Shavers winning this fight going into the 14th round. And then George Chuvalo became his own judge and stopped Earnie Shavers with 1 second to go in the 14th round as he pummeled him mercilessly. I can't even say that word. Just pummeled him. No mercy. He showed no mercy and just continued to wave after wave of punches, snapping Shavers' head back and forth, and Padilla jumped in to save Earnie Shavers from any further damage. And the Title Bout Boxing score of just pure points on the effectiveness of the punches. They had Earnie Shavers after 13 rounds with 375 points and Chuvalo with 366. So this is Al Red Sox fan saying, well, before I leave, let me just check. Elin has posted again in the chat. Elin says he's doing well, just on break at work, and thought I'd just check in. What game is this? This is Title Bout Championship Boxing from 2013. They've never made a new one. A little disappointing with that. I think the company's been sold twice, and they were supposedly working on a 2015 version. That got pushed back several times. I'd like to see them come out with a new version. I doubt they're going to. They do update the data. There is someone who bought the rights, and he seems to be updating the data. Though you have to be careful. It's not always. Sometimes they have fighters who are featherweights, and they're ranked as heavyweights, and you just have to adjust, put them in the proper weight class. So it seems to me every time they update new fighters, they get put in the heavyweight division. So anyhow, I hope all is going well, Elin, and I hope you get off work soon. So This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much for joining me in another bout from Battle of the Bangers between George Chuvalo and Earnie Shavers. George Chuvalo, the winner in a very exciting fight by TKO in round 14. Come join us again for another boxing matchup with Title Bout Championship Boxing. I don't know who the two fighters will be, but I promise you it should be exciting. Thank you to Greg Gorecky, the matchmaker of this fight, good friend of the channel. He came up with this match, and very knowledgeable sports fan, especially boxing, but other sports. So, well, thank you very much. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying health and happiness. Take care. God bless. See you soon. Bye-bye. Take care, Elin. Hope all goes well, and thank you very much to Daniel Admin, who also jumped in the chat. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.